Hi, and welcome. So, today I continue getting more familiar and more intimate with Rust, and I decided to maybe experiment with hash maps just a bit. And the type of functionality I want to investigate is similar to what JavaScript has. So in JavaScript, generally when you have an object, you can kind of spread it and create a new one and basically have a immutable copy of itself just to maybe update it down the line. So what I want to have today is a small hash map, which I would fill in with just a few booleans, and one will have the source of truth, like the initial state of the entire hash map, and the other will have just a few elements that I would like to update in the source of truth table or hash map. Sorry. So I already started investigating more the hash maps. I kind of use those, but I used those implicitly in other tests. They came with SRD frameworks for object inspection and keys and such. But I actually want to be able to create my own and maybe update them and whatever. So apparently, just in order to use hash maps, I need to kind of import the hash map. I have to use it. So let me go to my trusted Vim, which I fail to use all the time, but the beauty of using Vim is you learn it as well in the process. So I imported hash map. That's fine, and maybe, yeah, use that thing, and just like here, I'm gonna insert something. So the first thing is gonna be the key, and the second is actual value. So apparently I can insert something, but I do want to have keys as strings. Sorry. So the reason is, well, actually, I'm going to tell you later. So this is going to be K1, whatever, and this is going to be a just Boolean, the true. So immediately the hash map will automatically understand that I want to have a hash map of string to Boolean values. That makes sense. All right, so I'm just gonna maybe copy that. So yank it, go to next line, exit B, and move it slightly forward. And this will be just 2. And this will be, let's make it false. Delete the word, and this is going to be false. Sorry. So let's move that maybe slightly. Oh, come on. F it. Space it. Yeah, I need to set up a formatter. Man. Oh, come on. See, I've got this on record. You see me struggle. This is nice. You know what you get into when you go into not popular YouTubers. So whatever, you can differentiate that this is a code that we wrote. Let's not worry about this too much. Uh, I'm gonna print it out just to see if it works. There needs to be a bang. Print ln bang some string, and I guess I can print it out as starter, and this is gonna be formatted. Oh, I guess I can. Is it debuggable? So I'm gonna print out the map that I have right now. So HashMap is mutable. I am able to insert K1, K2, and oh yeah, I need a semicolon. Cool. Still insert mode. Oh, nice. So let's build it and see if I failed miserably. I didn't because I copy pasted the code and I see that we've got a starter object of these two things. The reason I insert those separately is, well, this is probably the way I will use a map in the future. So apparently it is possible to create a hash map out of a bunch of tuples, maybe in the beginning. So insert something, this is not what we want. So yeah, hash map, you can import it from a bunch of tuples and it will use the first item in the tuple as a key, and the value will be the second one, the second value in the tuple. So this will eventually be, yeah, like in my example, the K2 would be a Mercury and a float, whatever. I'm interested in just booleans. So what I want to see with inserts now is how do I actually update the value with the key. Wait, am I that dumb? Oh, if the values are already, then I can just update it. So this is the test that I actually wanted to have. The video is going to be shorter than I thought, but whatever. So my next test would be like I need to have a copy. I need to have a copy of the first source of truth. Oh, where's my finger? Here. First source of truth hash map. I need to make a copy of that. So so there's going to be another mutable map. Map something map dest. Yeah, let's make a map destination, and it's going to be a map, and so apparently it is clonable. So in the traits we have a clone functionality, and I'm not sure if that's the name of a function because I am relatively new to Rust again. Oh, function clone. Okay, cool. So there's a clone function that is associated with a trait clone. Okay, nice. So this is just gonna be a clone. Alright, so I got my clone thing, and I guess I want to... Oh, copy all that stuff, yank it, and paste it here. Starter, this is gonna be dest and map dest. So I'm gonna print out a copy of that. And I guess at this point, whoop, at this point, Rust will complain that map dest is not used. Oh no, okay, cool. So dest is inheriting all those key values correctly, and I'm gonna try and map dest, just update one of the values with something else, and it's gonna be key 2, and it's gonna be a true. So just to triple check that it didn't mess up the original. Oh, come on. I'm gonna print out the starter again. I want to be really sure that it's a clone, a deep clone, which will still have a K2 as false. Um, so apparently my destination is updated with true value, and starter value is still false. So this is nice, and this is powerful to be able and update the map. Now, what would be the way I would use it? So during the summer, I got fascinated with some algorithm called GOAP, which is goal-oriented planning, and the actual inspiration of that is game Fear, and it has really interesting way of handling artificial intelligence for characters. You can check out AI and Games channel for AI and Fear. Actually, I'm gonna add this to references, source, idea, YouTube video for Fear artificial intelligence analyzer. So this thing can set up the GOAP algorithm can set up a bunch of actions character or whatever entity needs to make before it does anything. So it plans a bunch of things up front just to make the journey of implementing the series of actions more productive, so it wouldn't cost way too much and not taxing on the entity. And for a game character, it would mean not to die, basically, or at least kill the enemy gracefully. So the other source of inspiration is this cool video about goal-oriented planning in Unity game engine, along with its editor to set up the actual goals that the character would not goals, actions the character would needs to take in order to accomplish some state. And see here the person created a bunch of things, items, alive, injured, whatever, has ammo, has bomb, and then there's actions, search for weapon, and there's a bunch of preconditions and post conditions. So the action will be triggered if it has preconditions met from the source of truth table, in our case, I would in future, not tutorials, just my exploration videos, I will try and set it up to have a struct with preconditions, postconditions, and costs associated with them. So check out this video for inspiration. This video actually was inspiring for me enough, so I went ahead and implemented that in JavaScript. I kind of looked at the code, the C# code from the video I just showed, and kind of built a graph, and I showed you a piece of that state copying thing that I implemented. Basically, I really went ahead and copied the states, so alive, C bomb, C ammo in there. So this is like my first hash map in JavaScript that I had, and I had some actions with costs and preconditions. I got carried away here and created a function for precondition which returns true or false, but I don't think that's necessary for my next thing. Preconditions and postconditions could be just trues and false, and the user of that logic will be responsible for making sense if it has preconditions correctly set up or not, whatever. So this thing actually worked for me in JavaScript. I was able to set up some basic goals, and for killing an playable character, the artificial intelligence or action planning, goal oriented planning actually made a list of actions that it needs to take in order to kill a player, and in the list of actions it actually decided to search for a weapon. Let's actually make it visible. Whoop, world state actions, and there's our world state or world view up front. So is alive, is injured false, enemy alive, and so yeah, all those things are stuff that's going to be fed into preconditions of all the actions, and in order to fulfill the goals, to kill the enemy and make him dead, uh, we need to search for a better way, and in my case in JavaScript it did, and it searched for weapon, picked it up, searched for ammo, picked up scouts for weapon. um, I'm not sure why that does that. There might be errors. So it started, oh, scout with weapon, sorry. So it found the eventually it found the playable character and started aiming, and it attacked with a weapon, and it kind of killed the player. So all this stuff, all the stuff I showed with Rust right now was just to set myself up for this portion, just for this to work. I want to mutate or clone my original state of how I see the world as an entity, and then slowly start to um, go deeper and try and search for a better plan. So this is going to be cool, and maybe I'll see. Well, maybe I will implement that together with you. Till next time, thank you, and yeah, I hope you really like to see how I struggle a bit to see to make simple things work in Rust. I mean, I'm not for speed this time. I just want to see how it works and make sense of Rust for myself. Bye.